Welcome back everyone to another episode of Tyler's Fishing Post, and we are out here today breaking down the chain with you guys. So I put out on my Instagram to ask any questions you have about the Harris chain, and I'm going to be answering them in today's video. So if you guys had any questions and you asked a question on here, I'm going to be answering that question for you. So first one we got from Dom_Ducks2. Any on beds? That is a great question. I was out here today on Lake Griffin fishing for a little while, and I went up and down two canals, one on the north end, one on the south end. There was absolutely no beds on the south end on Lake Griffin. No beds, no fish. I didn't see any of that. The north end, however, I was in a canal on the north end, and like right when you got in there, I saw bed after bed after bed after bed. It was so epic. I'm like, man, this canal is going to be going down. So that was really cool to see that. So there's no fish on beds right now, but they are starting to move up. You know, those fish came in overnight, they made some beds, and now they're not in there right now, but they're really close to being on beds. Where's the best place for a cheeseburger? I'd have to say the restaurant that used to be in Dead River was pretty good. They had some good cheeseburgers, I heard, and they're gone now. They're out of business. That was the best place to get a cheeseburger, but now it's gone. There is another place on Little Lake Harris that I've eaten at that's pretty good. I had like the chicken strips one time. Anyway, y'all want to know fishing stuff, here we go. What are the best things to throw out there this time of year? Man, that's a good question. I'd say chatterbait. 1000% chatterbait, worm. What else would be good to throw this time of year? Man, I'm trying to think. Like, I know chatterbait is the go-to. You want to have a chatterbait tied on. Worm, Carolina rig. Yeah, I definitely those three. Chatterbait, worm, Carolina rig, rattle trap. Rattle trap's a good one this time of year. I normally never throw a rattle trap except for this time of year. Like summertime, I don't throw a rattle trap, but this time of year specifically, rattle trap is the way to go. So I had three questions real quick pop up. Let me see if there's some more. So now I went through the questions. I literally posted on my Instagram story like probably 20 minutes ago. So I didn't give y'all a whole lot of time to ask some questions about the chain, but I am going to be answering some questions that I've gotten in some DMs. I'm not going to say any of y'all's names because I don't know if you want to be on the video or not, but this one kid said, "Hey man, I like watching your videos. I have a tournament on January 21st through 22nd on the Harris chain. I was wondering if you could give me a few pointers and stuff." So I said, "Yeah man, definitely fish the offshore grass with worms, moving baits." I said, "You kind of have to cover a lot of water to find those big schools of fish. So if you're out there and it's tough, just put your head down and grind it out. You'll catch them eventually. This chain can be super intimidating." Yes, that was actually a great response. I don't even remember when I sent that message to him, but yeah, definitely put your head down. You'll see in a future video that we're out on Griffin today, and I just grinded it out, and I finally caught a decent fish today. It was so insane, and yeah, you just basically gotta put your head down and grind. I was out here today, and there was probably like, I don't know, 50 boats on Griffin that I've seen today. Running all over the place, just running. I'm like, guys, you're not gonna catch fish doing that. You gotta like legit put your head down and grind. I saw guys just graphing constantly, but they never fish. They literally just graph the whole time, and I'm like, bro, like, you know, you might find fish on a spot, but you might not be able to catch them. Like, you need to sit down. If you see fish on your graph, you need to sit down and try to catch those fish, because those fish might be like uncatchable. Sometimes that happens, you know? You just cannot catch fish that you see on your graph. So people are running all over the place, and then about noon, it was dead. Everyone left. Everyone's like, man, this fishing sucks here. Fishing sucks, which it was very, very tough today, but you literally just have to grind it out all day. Like, you cannot stop. So the same person asked, "Yeah, man, appreciate it, and I'm kind of wanting to stay on Harris and Eustis. You don't have to tell me any spots or anything, but is there any certain area that is better than the other? I like to flip and frog." And I said, yes, Lake Dora is good for flipping, and so is Harris. Harris also good for flipping as well. Lake Dora, you know, they're good flipping lakes. And then I said there's some canals on Harris that are good for frogging, but Griffin has the best canals for frogging. If you like to frog, Griffin canals are the best for frogging. Harris has some. Eustis has one or two. Eustis is not very good for frog fishing, I don't think. But yeah, that was it for him. He said thanks, and I was like, yeah, man, no worries. Let's see. This is the kind of engagement you get if you guys ever message me. Let me see here. Let me see if there's someone else. So, different person. Hey man, love the videos, and I was just wondering if you had any tips for fishing the Harris chain in January, because I have a high school tournament this month, and I'm from Kentucky. Like anything would be great. I like that he added that. Like anything would be great, man. Just please help me out. And yeah, it's very, very intimidating. I went to Lake Lanier, did a whole series up there, and you know, we actually found fish pretty good. I did my research, I did my homework, but there was one day on Lake Lanier that just sucked, and we just could not figure it out. So it's, you know, going to a new body of water and just having to figure it out in a couple days is very, very intimidating, especially when there's so much water to cover, so many lakes. I replied, yeah man, definitely fished offshore grass. I literally copied and pasted the same response because these two people asked the same, they asked the same thing. So yeah, I basically gave them the same answer. So that was actually kind of pointless reading over that because I actually copied and pasted that. Here we go. I didn't copy and paste this response. Sorry, I don't mean to do that to you guys, but they both messaged me at the same time, and I'm just like, just give them the same information, you know? So this one person asked, hey Tyler, I'm new to the chain and really fishing in general. I was wondering what baits I should throw and where right now. So I said, it depends on what they want to eat. You know, that's literally it. Either moving baits or worms. It all depends. I said some days they'll only hit a worm, other days they'll only hit a moving bait. Definitely try a speed worm, and if you don't get anything on that, try a trap along the grass line. Good luck. So, you know, someone just starting out fishing, you know, you're wanting to get better at fishing, like the Kissimmee grass line is the best place to start. You're definitely going to catch a couple fish here and there off the Kissimmee grass line, especially throwing a trap down it and there's bait or anything. Like, yeah, you're going to catch some fish doing that. He said he was killing them. I was killing them 2 weeks ago on a 5-inch stick bait, but Saturday I caught 4 all day. So I'll try stick bait and then try a trap tomorrow. Thanks for all the help. You're my inspiration to start fishing YouTube channel. Thanks, man. Appreciate you so much, man. I'm glad you started that fishing YouTube channel. Keep at it, keep grinding, don't ever stop, and you will get there one day. One day. I'm not even there yet, man. But I mean, I'm never gonna stop, so I'll get there one day. You know, if you don't stop, you're not going to make it. You know, that's the mindset I'm kind of having with YouTube. You know, it sucks sometimes, like, you know, views and all that, and you know, views are down, but you know, you gotta put your head down and grind. It's just like fishing. It's just like fishing. So if y'all are looking to start a YouTube channel, then take that as inspiration, I guess. Let's see. Hey Tyler, do you know of any good offshore spots on Harris for cranking? I have a tournament this weekend, and congratulations on 2,000 subscribers. Holy crap. This was a long time ago. Offshore grass on Harris. I'm trying to think. Offshore grass. I've not been on Lake Harris in a long, long time. I know out in front of Venetian Gardens, there is a crap ton of grass out there. A ton of grass out in front of Venetian Gardens. You go out there, graph around, you'll see it. If it's still there, I'm not sure if they sprayed it or not. I think they might have sprayed it. I think they might have sprayed that grass out there. But definitely check it out in front of Venetian Gardens. And then another, if you're coming out of Venetian Gardens, you go to the right. In that cove, there's always grass in there. There's always grass in that cove. So definitely go check that out if you're looking for some grass to fish. Hey dude, I'm gonna be down on the Harris chain January 20th for a college tournament, and was wondering what are your thoughts about how the unusual warm weather is going to affect the spawn. I've been watching a bunch of you and Gino's videos. Thanks, man, appreciate it. Trying to get some good starting points, and they've been super helpful. Thanks, man, appreciate it. I said, hey man, I don't think we're gonna see a whole lot of fish spawning right now. I didn't think so. I mean, they're moving in at night, which is crazy. They're moving in the canals at night, and they are making beds and all that, but they're not actually spawning, getting locked on the beds and spawning or anything, but they're getting there. They're getting there. Like, we had this cold front come through, like, literally, I don't know, a week ago, cold front came through. It was really warm, like, you know, a few weeks prior, but like a week ago, we got a cold front, and it's really changed the fishing pretty drastically, I think. Like, they're about to spawn. As soon as it gets warm again, if it just warms up a little bit, they're gonna spawn pretty good. I replied, this was like, you know, a few weeks ago, so I replied, I don't think we're gonna see a whole lot of fish spawning right now. At that time, I was writing this message because it was like 80 degrees outside. It was pretty hot. There's definitely going to be some, though, for sure. There's definitely going to be some fish that spawn here and there, like some stragglers. Like, they're confused. They don't know what's going on. They're like, okay, let's spawn. I think we'll see most of them spawn once we get another cold front to come through, which is the cold front we're in now. It's coming through. They're definitely getting ready to spawn, staging near canals and shallower spots. I've caught quite a few fish flipping Kissimmee grass this past week. Some good ones, too. Hope this helps. Good luck. And then I asked him, I was wondering what date the tournament was, the actual tournament was for what he was asking. He said, Florida is a whole new concept for me. I've grown up fishing in Maine most of my life. I'm super pumped for the challenge though. Also, any predictions on what lakes will produce the most weight in your opinion? I don't have time to fish them all, just curious what your top ones would be. Lake Dora for sure. Lake Beauclair. I mean, I see Lake Dora and I'm talking about all the lakes connected to Lake Dora. I'm not talking about just Lake Dora. I'm talking about Lake Beauclair, Lake Carlton, and Horseshoe as well. That's a great system, and there's always big fish, big bags being brought out of there every single day. And I think Lake Dora is going to be, it's going to pull out the winning bag. I think so. Griffin is tough right now. Eustis is really hard to figure out. You might see the winning bag come out of Harris, but that person that wins will have to find something so special on Harris in order to win, because, you know, Harris is in the same boat as Eustis. Like, they are tough lakes to figure out. Griffin and Dora, however, you just go fish some grass. It's easy. Why do you think I'm out here right now in Griffin? You just go fish some grass. You don't have to graph all day and try to find fish and all. It's just a huge process trying to figure out Eustis and Harris. But big bag is going to be Dora. It's going to be 1 out of Dora. And I replied, Griffin and Dora are your best 2 lakes right now. I fished Eustis a lot this past week trying to figure it out because it is the hardest lake to catch fish in, and I struggled a lot. So probably stay away from Eustis. Harris is good as well, but not as good as Griffin and Dora in my opinion. I'm scratching Griffin off of that response. Griffin is not good right now. Harris is probably 10 times better than Griffin right now, just so you all know. If you only had a few days to pre-fish, I would fish Dora and Harris. And if you're really good at fishing, fish Eustis. And if you figure something out in Eustis, then you won the tournament. So that is all the questions that I had. I feel like I went over a lot of questions. Let me know if I covered enough questions for y'all. I am going to be giving y'all a little bit of a breakdown right now, how the fishing is going. Eustis, you can catch them if you can find those little isolated grass patches. And there is some good flipping going on in Eustis right now as well. Dora, there's a lot of people piling up in Beauclair because that is like the go-to area right now. There's a lot. It's fishing just as good as Griffin would fish if this water was clean. So that's why 90% of the people are in Beauclair. If you can find something away from Beauclair, away from Lake Dora, and you find something special, then you could potentially win the tournament because you will most likely be by yourself because a lot of these people are going to be fishing like out here in Griffin potentially. Maybe if the fishing gets good out here, you'll see like, you know, 30, 40 boats that sit out here if the fishing was good. And that is what is going on in Beauclair right now. So the spawn, I don't think you guys would have to worry about the spawn for the next couple of weeks until it starts getting warm. If it gets warm like one day and the water gets up there like maybe the 70s maybe, if the water temp hits the 70s, I might be worried about the spawn and having to find some canals. Best canals, Lake Griffin has really good canals for sight fishing, spawning. Lake Harris has some decent canals. Don't even go to Lake Eustis. There's like one good canal in Lake Eustis for sight fishing. The rest of Lake Eustis canals are pretty dirty in my opinion. Lake Dora doesn't have anything except for the Beauclair Apopka Canal. It's a super clean, long canal that connects to Apopka. It's super clean. If you branch off into like some of the side portions and you go all the way in the back there, that could be some really good, awesome sight fishing, bed fishing, if it comes to that in the next couple of weeks. So let me see, what else can I break down for y'all? I need some more questions. Hopefully some more questions popped up real quick, but I got to get back through the lock and it closes in like probably 20 minutes, I think. So I'm going to be pushing it right now. But, man, no more questions? Come on, guys. Come on, I need more questions. I mean, I can't complain. I literally posted that story about 20 minutes ago. So, well, y'all, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smash a like, consider subscribing. Help me pursue my dream of becoming a fishing YouTuber, or just, you know, being able to post videos online and do it as a living would be my dream. If you could help me out with that by subscribing, liking the video, and commenting, sharing, that all helps so much. So I thank you guys so much. Hope this helps out. Let me know in the comments if you found this information helpful. Let me know if you want to see a video like this in the future, or literally just ask more questions in the comment section. And if I get enough questions, I'll just make a part 2 to this, breaking down the Harris chain with you guys. So yeah, that's going to wrap it up. If you like really epic videos, I know a lot of you are here for the chain. If you like really epic videos, I'm going to be fishing a sinkhole. I had 2 double kayaks strapped to the roof of my car. We went all the way out in the middle of nowhere and fished in like abandoned sinkhole. There was no one around. It was really cool video coming out soon. We are out here today in the middle of nowhere. As you can see, we got the double kayaks. We're going to be trying to fish a sinkhole out in the middle of nowhere.
go. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. First fish.
So subscribe for that video. Let me know if you want to see some videos like that. I really want to be making that type of content and not Harris chain content. I want to try to get away from Harris chain content, but I know a lot of you guys are asking questions about the chain, and I wanted to help you guys out with this video. So that's going to wrap it up, and I'll see y'all for another episode of Tyler's Fishing Post.